All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what I learned this week. I always learn something every week. But, this week is a time of reflection. Time is definitely moving quickly. It seems that just a few days ago, I was wishing you all a happy new year. And I'm not really sure what more to say other than I remember the expression, the days are slow, but the years are fast. And that's kind of how it feels right now. For us to be in the spring of the year already, when, oh, wait a minute, in January and February, we were in the spring of the year too, almost the way it felt outside. Okay, so let's not do it weather related. On the calendar, it felt like we were in the winter doldrums, and now already we're well into the year. So here's the thing. The spring market is upon us, and listings are coming in on the market, and they're coming in at a much quicker rate now. Yeah, rates, the promise of rates getting lower is still out there. It hasn't materialized yet, but we're optimistic that it will. And it's still a great advantage to buy the house and not the rate at this point. So marry the house. Don't they say, Sandy, marry the house, not the rate, right? Isn't that what they say?
That's right. Date the rate, marry the house.
Okay. I don't know that I can hear you. So is she coming through? I don't hear her through the thing. Okay. All right.
Hello?
So that's better. Yeah. Sorry, that was my volume that was down. So anyway, I think Hancock was in here before me, and that dude can't hear anything. So the volume was like on 700, I think. Oh, 700. Oh.
Okay, so anyway, it was date the rate, marry the house, and divorce the rent.
Ooh, I like that. You got it all covered. You got life covered in one statement.
That's right.
I like it. Okay. So, I too am buying right now, and I understand that the rates are where they are. I see the opportunity in the market right now because I know I'm going to refi with Sandy a little bit farther down the road. And because when these rates come down, let me just tell you what's going to happen. Home prices are going to go up. And so I understand that, and I'm going ahead and locking in my home price of what I want to pay and realizing that I may be locking a mortgage, but I'm going to go in and refi it with Sandy about 7 or 8 months from now when the rates are more comfortable for me. So that's what I'm doing. We are seeing multiple offers come back already, which surprised me. I didn't think we'd be back into those this quickly, but they are. Also seeing job changes. A lot of people are changing jobs right now. Seems to be something in the air. You better not be changing jobs, TJ. That's all I'm having to say. Are you either, Sandy or Trez? So
No way. No way.
Okay. So we're seeing many of our tenants and buyers on the career moves right now. Employees are scrambling for good employees. I mean, they're taking advantage of the market that's out there. We also are taking advantage of the opportunity that's out there on your behalf. Our program called the Done Package, 846 Done Package, is now taking the valuable parts of the real estate process and we've packaged them into options for you. We've really realized that one size does not fit all, and we understand that. We're getting tremendous results. As a matter of fact, I don't typically do this. We need homes to sell. I mean, we've sold everything once we get our hands on it. We're looking for listings out there. And I don't typically use this platform to say, hey, yo, if you're thinking about selling, bring us some biz. But hey, yo, if you're thinking about selling, we need some listings. Bring them our way. I'm going to take advantage of it today because this package is working. And you need to hear about it because I think it will make perfect sense to you and where you are in your life. It truly does. Again, I'm not super salesy about it, but I think it's really what we're seeing is the results that we're getting. And many times we're well over asking price in the offers that we're getting. All right. So how about some good news? Sandy, you want some good news? I got some really good news.
Yes, I do.
Okay. The Case-Shiller housing report came out. Do you know what it said?
Place that the prices are going up.
Housing has gone up. Housing went up nationally in 2022 with all the bad news out there, 5.8%. That's a good number. Home purchases with conforming loans. How about that? Home purchases with conforming loans are up 8.4% last year. But, all right, TJ, time for the trivia. My regular trivia question. What percent of households in the United States have a pet?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with 40%. Just a pet.
I'm gonna go with 63%.
Oh, wow.
70%
Wow.
of homes in the US have a pet. So typically on a renter's application, when they say they don't have a pet, there's a 7 out of 10% chance they're lying to us.
I've seen it. I have seen it.
All right. So Boosh, tell us
Yes.
about the mortgage world.
Okay. Here's some interesting facts. So a couple stories. I have a good friend who's pretty rich, and he bought his house about 5 or 6 years ago for 2.7 million, and now he's selling it for 4.7 million. So just for eating, sleeping, and going to the bathroom in that house, this guy made $2 million. And I've got an employee, if you can't relate to that, who bought a house at 550, and that was about 3.5 years ago, and it's now worth 713. So that's $163 in a short amount of time. So what that
$163 or 163,000?
163,000, sorry,
Okay, just small rounding error. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, that tells me everybody needs to buy a house.
Yeah,
It just builds wealth.
that's the best investment out there. What is the statistic, Sandy, that a renter versus a home buyer,
Wasn't it 30% more?
35%.
more?
A homeowner is 35 times more net worth than a renter.
Yep. I mean, it's just a great investment. And on some other good news, FHA just dropped their mortgage insurance rate. So for a 96% loan, they went from 0.85 per year as a rate to 0.55. So just to put that in context, a $300,000 loan would have had a $212 a month mortgage insurance. Now it's going to be $137. $74, $75 less, much more affordable. Things are just getting really good out there for buyers.
That's great. Well, if somebody's interested in talking about a loan, how do they get you?
They call my mobile 704-577-0144.
704-577-0144, Sandy Dickinson, Cross Country Mortgage. We'll be right back with Treze Stokes from Norwood, Armstrong, and Stokes. He's going to talk to us about the 2040 plan, and I'm going to talk to you about words that matter and using your real estate description to be powered against you. Great words like atomic era. We'll be right back on News Talk 1110 99.3 WBT.